So you're moving to Huntington soon, or you're thinking about moving here, and you're looking for a balanced perspective. Some reasons maybe that Huntington wouldn't be a good place to live, and that's exactly what I'm going to be going over in this video. I'm going to be breaking down the top 4 reasons not to move here. Number 3 I think is really important, so stay tuned. What's up, everybody? This is Isaiah Rosario. I'm a Huntington Beach real estate agent and the host of Living in Orange County. And if this is your first time on this channel and you want to learn what it's like to live, play, and move in Huntington or Orange County, then consider subscribing and tapping that little notification bell so that you're updated every single time that we upload a new video here. And go ahead and drop a like if you find the information in this video valuable. And if you're thinking about moving to one of the cities I talk about on this channel, shoot us a call, text, or email anytime. Every single day, me and my team get people just like you that are moving to Orange County, and we love it. That's what we do. We help people relocate and buy and sell homes in Orange County. So if you ever need anything, if you have any questions, my contact info will be in the description or at the bottom of the screen here. Now, overall, I think Huntington is a great city to live in, and there's not too many downsides to living here, but the downsides that it does have are pretty big. And so my goal with this video is to just present these downsides and just be real about them to help you decide on whether or not you should move here. Because no place is perfect, right? I say these in all these videos, but anywhere you go, any decision you make, there's always going to be a gray area. There's always downsides. So yeah, like I said, I love Huntington, but here are the top 4 reasons not to move here, and they're in no particular order. So reason number 1 not to move to Huntington is the traffic situation. So it's something I always talk about when talking about Orange County cities, because it's pretty much the same in every city, right? And it's true of Southern California in general, but if you're hopping on a major freeway leaving or entering a city from 4 to 7 p.m., you're pretty much going to hit bumper to bumper at some point. Our rush hour here is more like rush 3 hours, and we got traffic problems. It's even a little worse here in Huntington because it is a beach city and a tourist city. During those summer months, you're going to get an extra dose of traffic, and it can be a real pain, especially when Huntington has events running, which feels like every other week in summer. Huntington loves hosting its events and festivities, so it's one of the pros of living here, but if you got to commute in or out of the city during those times, it can get pretty brutal. And fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of people I work with nowadays can work from home, so that commute isn't a big deal to them. It's something to keep in mind, though, if you have that opportunity, but otherwise you're going to want to factor that in. Maybe go on Google Maps and see what your commute would be like at the times you have to commute. So consider it, think about it. On to number 2. So reason number 2 you might not want to move to Huntington is the parking situation. This kind of goes hand in hand with the traffic problem and our number 3 reason. And the biggest place this is a problem is in the downtown area of Huntington. So it seems like about 50% of people I talk to want to live in downtown or near downtown. So I always have to mention this to them, that parking in downtown can be a problem. So especially during those summer tourism months and the events, I know people who live in downtown that have had to park blocks away from their home or apartment just to find somewhere to park. It's not an everyday thing, but it is something to consider if you're thinking about moving to Huntington in the downtown area. This isn't as big as a problem inland in Huntington. In the suburbs, parking isn't an issue, and you most likely won't be having any problems, but like I said, it seems like most people want to live in that downtown area to be around all those events and nightlife and the pier. So think about it, ask the neighbors where you'll be potentially moving, ask them if they're having parking problems, what it's like during the summer, and if you have a driveway or a dedicated parking spot, then obviously this won't apply to you, but it's something to keep in mind. Look it up, think about it, check it out. Now on to number 3. Number 3 reason not to move to Huntington is the high amount of tourism that visits the city. So Huntington is a big tourist destination, both from people in neighboring SoCal cities visiting and from out of state and even out of country. People from all over come to Huntington, check out Huntington's great beaches, events, and the surrounding nature. And tourism really picks up around those summer months, which is also when all the events are held, like I've said, and it can get pretty crowded with tourists in the city, especially in the downtown area. So most of the tourism is centered in that downtown area, which is the downtown main part of the city. So when someone says they're going to Huntington, this is usually where they're talking about. It's where the pier and everything is. And tourism also contributes to the other problems of traffic and parking, which we've already talked about. So it kind of all works together to make this perfect storm. But yeah, tourism is big here, which is a downside for most people that want to live here. But something to keep in mind is that a lot of Huntington's economy does come from the tourism. The local businesses here depend on it. So it is a pro and a con. but I think it's overall a good thing to have tourists that want to come to your city and bring in that economy with it. So now on to reason number 4. So reason number 4 not to move to Huntington is the cost of housing. So owning a home on a California beach city is going to be expensive, right? The average home price is almost $1 million at $990,000, which is a lot, and that's the reality of living in a city like Huntington in Orange County. So something to keep in mind, though, is that Huntington is the cheapest beach city to own a home in Orange County, and prices are continuing to rise. So people are always going to want to live on a beach and in a location like Huntington in Orange County. So I think that makes Huntington a safe place to invest in a home for yourself and a safe place for your equity. Something else to keep in mind is that the rest of your bills in Huntington will be more in line with national averages. And I actually did an entire video breaking down the entire cost of living in Huntington Beach. So if you want to know more, I'll link my Moving to Huntington Beach playlist in the description below the video. So go ahead and check that out if you're still not sure whether or not you can afford to live in Huntington. So that's it, guys. Those are my top 4 reasons one may not want to move to Huntington Beach in 2021. Like I said in the beginning, Huntington is a great place to live. There's not many cons of living here, and the biggest one is the cost of housing and probably the tourism, but Huntington's awesome. I love it, and I would overall highly recommend it. Keep in mind, this is just one man's opinion, and I hope you found this information helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button as it helps us out a ton. Consider subscribing if this is your first time on this channel and you want to know more about what living in or moving to Huntington or Orange County is like. Again, my name's Isaiah Rosario. I'm a Huntington Beach real estate agent, and if you have any questions or concerns about relocating or buying or selling a home here, my phone number and email will be linked below this video, or you can go ahead and leave a comment under the video asking any questions. We got people reaching out every single day, and we love it. That's what we do. Love helping you guys buy and sell homes here. We make it easy, so if there's ever anything I can do for you, just shoot me a message day or night. This has been Living in Orange County. Feel free to check out our Huntington playlist below, as well as our other videos, and consider subscribing if you want to see more content. So thanks for watching. Drop us a like, and welcome to Huntington.